And we welcome you live to Campo Verde High School here in the East Valley of Phoenix, Arizona for what is the first Inferno TV broadcast of the FC Arizona season in UPSL. A lot of good chances as this one is scooped up right in front of Union's goal. I'm Mahirson Hassan, joined by Brendan Paul. Glad that you could join us here on this Sunday afternoon. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We're trying to get the video up and loaded right now. We'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted on all the action throughout here. Again, this being a double header, what you're seeing right now, what you should be seeing right now is the Division I FC Arizona team going up against SC Union Maricopa 2. As Maricopa's goalkeeper Miguel Rodriguez Valadez will send this back towards the midfield, bouncing around as it once again goes back towards SC Union. Back towards the center backs it goes, rolling towards the left and now passed out towards the left back, Grayson Davies. Davies picks his head up and he'll scoop it back. That one's picked off and it goes back to FC Arizona. Joel Rodriguez will play it towards the middle. And once again towards Elijah Isaac. Once again, knocked around on the right flank. That's where FC Arizona was going. And right as soon as we signed on, there was a good chance, especially from the left flank for FC Arizona. As they continue to go around, Rodriguez picks his head up. He'll try to flip the pitch over towards the left-hand side. A little collision there as it's picked off by Gregory Ejikchukwu. Ejikchukwu playing it through. He's in the clear now, and he's scooped up there by FC Arizona's goalkeeper. First time he's been called to action today.
Good chance for both sides early. Each team getting one shot on net. The goalkeepers have stood tall and to the task.
Especially earlier on a hot summer's day, around 100 degrees here in Chandler, Arizona. About 2.5 minutes into this one. Again, apologies for technical difficulties. We're trying to get the cameras up and loaded. We'll give you all the play-by-play and all the announcing per usual, though, as out towards number 14, Robert Olayo. Played through here. As once again, FC Arizona was in the box, and it was number 15, Jason Portillo, called offside as the flag went up on the right side of the pitch.
FC Arizona controlling possession here early, but we've seen some runs from SC Union Maricopa 2 here in these early minutes.
Long ball sent forward, headed up there by number 5 of FC Arizona. Playing your left back position today, back in towards Elijah Isaac. And picked off there. This one played through, a little bouncing towards the 20-yard line as Rodriguez will clear this out in the end line. Corner kick for Maricopa, first one of the day. Trotting over to take it will be Jacob Rush. Rush, one of the most experienced guys in this SC Union Maricopa 2 side. Jacob Rush will go over, puts his hands up. He'll swing this one low with the left boot. Headed up there in the middle by number 9, Ismaila Bey, as it goes towards the box. And once again, cleared away by FC Arizona. Cleared out, but once again, possession stays with the roadside as it goes to around the 41-yard line of this football field, up to the 41-yard line of FC Arizona's side. SC Union Maricopa once again trying to go forward. Brandon Rivas will play this out, and he'll lift this forward down the side. A little too far there for running. I believe that might have been Jose Lopez, as it will trickle out for an FC Arizona throw-in.
Good chance there from Maricopa on the corner kick, but the FC Arizona defense standing strong here in these opening 5.
Skipping around once again on the left flank. This one booted forward, a dashing run coming from the midfield, as it's a good pick there by number 15, Grayson Davies. Right in between two FC Arizona defenders. This is once again cleared up pitch. Back again it goes, hurtling forward, and picked off again from the left flank by FC Arizona, wearing the all-white kits today as the ball's played through there a little too far, as off his line, scooping that will be Rodriguez Valadez. Again, a good run nonetheless by FC Arizona. Jason Portillo on that left side, really cutting in a few times. He had the true first shot of the day, which was very close to a shot on target, as this one will bounce off Davies. Throw in for FC Arizona, about 40, 45 yards away from goal. The other important thing to note, too, is this is on a high school football field, and the end lines are right near the back of the end zone for football. So this is about a 120-yard pitch, a little bit longer than what is the requirement according to FIFA, around 115. Meanwhile, edge of the box, dribbling shot there was put up by number 3 of FC Arizona. It trickled well wide of goal, as it's now out for a goal kick.
Both these teams feeling each other out early. First game of the season for both these Division I programs. Sort of like a chess match here, trying to feel each other out.
chess match and also just getting used to that weather overall. Again, Union and Arizona known for playing each other. They'll be playing each other later this year at Glendale Community College, which is where SC Union, both their second team and their first team, will call home this year. Once again towards 17, picked up by Rodriguez. He's got some space there, trying to play through, but that's knocked off the right center back. And back towards number 22, Benjamin Lopez Ojeda. Played out towards the right for Ismaila Bay. 6 minutes through this one, still 0-0 between FC Arizona and SC Union Maricopa. Again, apologies that we do not have the camera up there, but we will nonetheless give you the call here on FC Arizona's YouTube page. This one pipped up towards the middle, going off the turn, and with that we got a free kick. Again, a good run there by Portillo on that left flank to draw the foul. This one will be moved over towards the left hash, if you will, of this football field. Middle left part of the pitch, as is now with number 14, Robert Alayo. Short free kick taken up, and that's one, again, picked off in the middle. Bouncing around, back with Union it goes. Here comes Ejekchukwu again. Ejekchukwu trying to pip it out. Towards the left flank it goes. Here towards number 17, Diego Reyna. Into some space, takes a shot from distance, and it just skips wide. Reyna taking that from about 30 yards out, but troubling for a while, but not too much.
Nice through ball there for SC Union Maricopa. Reyna with a nice shot from about 30 yards out, as you mentioned, just to the left side of that post. And FC Arizona evades the pressure.
Long walk back for FC Arizona's goalkeeper. Again, some of the players are listed with numbers, but there was no goalkeeper listed. Interestingly enough, both on the website for FC Arizona, or pardon me, for UPSL, and out there. So nonetheless, the goalkeeper showing up and showing out here on this hot Sunday afternoon. He'll take this goal kick short out towards his left center back inside the box. He'll pip it out towards Portillo. Could not get a touch on that as it goes out around the 30-yard line of FC Arizona's. Throw in for Union. Pip down, back with Lopez Ojeda. Rolling out towards Rivas and towards the right back again. He will pip this forward, looking towards Ejekchukwu again, and this one, once again, going back towards base. 8 minutes to go, another easy scoop there. This FC Arizona versus SC Union Maricopa 2. Neither team has scored in this one so far. Once again, chances, but still no scores. Rodriguez will take this on the right-hand side. Again, we're still waiting for the cameras to work. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. Nonetheless, interesting action so far as that one's picked up there. Picked up by Alexander Martinez. Now he plays it towards the center now. Dancing on the ball. Left off again towards Elijah Isaac. And out towards the right flank. Played back by Olayo. Now towards Rodriguez. Pick his head up and he'll play it back almost towards Ejekchukwu again. Stepping in there was Joshua Gutierrez. The Union's forwards has been playing a really high press as here comes FC Arizona. Ball clipped forward. Looking towards Portillo. Bouncing forward. And Davies able to track back. He will see this one out towards the touchline. Throwing deep in the attacking third for FC Arizona.
As you alluded to, good pressure by Maricopa's forwards there, almost forcing a turnover in their attacking half, but FC Arizona able to corral the ball and evade what Maricopa had cooking.
Short throw in towards Portillo. Try to get past Davies. He can't as Davies will clear it forward. That one headed down by Gutierrez. As Ejekchukwu still fighting for the ball. Rodriguez went down, but nonetheless, back at midfield, back with FC Arizona's ball pipped once again towards the right. And a little too much of a turn there. Olayo tried to keep it, but nonetheless, throwing for the visitors.
And as you alluded to, we are still having those technical difficulties, but it's the first game of the season for these two teams, and it's the first game of the season for us up here in the FC Arizona booth as well.
You know, you always have to work out the kinks, if you will, even in the broadcast booth. As this one's picked off here, a chance here for Isaac. Going forward in the clear, saved there by Rodriguez Valadez. Still bouncing around. He tries to slide Isaac to try to get the ball back, and doing so, he does foul the center back for Maricopa. That being, I believe, number 25, Andrew Olive. So it will be a free kick inside the box for Maricopa. Good chance and good pressure by Isaac.
Great shot there. Rodriguez Valdez up to the task in net. Stands tall, keeps this game at 0-0.
Lifted forward again. Here comes Ejekchukwu. Can he find a response the other way? Entering towards the box. Not too good of a chance there as it rolls back towards FC Arizona's goalkeeper. Now Back towards the midfield it goes. Once again, in the defensive half for FC Arizona, trying to get off the turn. Sprung down there. Again, you have to respect the effort there for number 3 of FC Arizona, but was fouled in the process. Free kick and possession back towards the host. As this one's pipped there. Once again, down the line it goes. Here's a chance here for Alexander Martinez. In the clear, just wide. The only man to beat there was Rodriguez Valdez, and he sends it to the left of goal. Still 0-0 between FC Arizona and Union Maricopa.
Very pretty possession there for FC Arizona. Behind the back tap pass. Then they get the through ball with no one behind him. Just sends it just to the left of the post, and we're still tied.
So goal kick, free kick, if you will. Once again towards the left center back. Right center back it is. Union Crew, they've been playing good lines today. So here comes center back again. Back towards Ezechukwu. Picked off there by Palmer. And Palmer and Crew will send it back towards base. 11:37 through this first half. Still some ways to go here between these two sides, FC Arizona and Maricopa. This one skipped through, trying to get past there. Some good touches by Olayo as he tries to play through again. Can't get it towards his original guy as it's once again clipped. Either way, a free kick will be given there in the run of that play. Again, Portillo and Crew are the ones going forward, and I believe Martinez was the one running. Can't tell who it was, but I believe it might have been number 3 going forward. Either number 3 or maybe Jorge Perez, number 8. Either way, Isaac. Oh, he's trying to get that pressure again. So once again, Maricopa's got the ball deep in their own half. Once again, back with Arizona around the 30-yard line of Maricopa. Back it goes again. Long shot from distance. Challenging, and not really. They're worth an audacious effort, but off target by Jason Portillo.
Speaking of it being football Sunday, that one good on an NFL Sunday for 3 points as he sent that one right through the uprights.
Not too bad. Maybe about a 35-yard field, 35, 40-yard field goal. Not too bad. This one sky high into the air. Rodriguez able to head it down and send it back towards the defensive third of Maricopa. Out towards the right wing it goes once again. Still fighting for the ball. Able to get the ball there. Olive dancing around again for Rivas. Rivas plays back towards goal. Pressure comes, and he'll leave it off. Not the best pass, a low pass, but nonetheless played out, and maybe a chance to build out of the back here for Maricopa. Here's Reyna now. Picks his head up. He'll try to clip it forward, and it looks like his man at number 9, Ismaila Bey, was offside. So he let that one go. It's back towards FC Arizona's goal, and now towards the left side of the pitch for their player. Hurtling towards the middle, right at midfield. Center part of the pitch, now towards the middle left part of the pitch. Entering towards the attacking third, about 40 yards out or so, as I mentioned before. Out on that left side, and again tried there for Paris as he sends back towards the left back. Played back, a flip of the pitch. He left off, a ball played through. Once again, a chance here. Chance here again for Martinez. Down the right-hand side, and the flag goes up once again for offside.
FC Arizona has had a ton of chances early in this first 15 minutes and change of this first half. You got to imagine, with all the pressure they've been putting on, that they're going to get one of those opportunities to fall here in this first half.
They've definitely been holding much of the possession, and just like that, too, even though it is 100 degrees out, or close to 100 degrees here in the valley, it doesn't seem like FC Arizona is playing like that. They want to play just going forward. They want to be quick to the ball. They definitely want to have that possession as there's a quick goal kick. Looks like there was a discrepancy of the ball. The ball that Rodriguez Valdez had is going to be sent towards the sideline. And the one that was just hanging out there on the far side of the pitch will now go towards Rodriguez Valdez. He'll take this. It will be right at the edge of the 18-yard box, and he will just leave it off towards number 12, Andrew Malley. Malley will try to play this out towards Reyna. Reyna, once again, about the 35-yard line. Their own 35-yard line, picked up by Martinez. Martinez plays this down the way. Trying to go backheel there was Portillo, but intercepted by Malley. Once again, Isaac pressuring forward. They get it back once again, close to the attacking third, on the edge of it, if you will. Olayo and Crew clip forward, back with Reyna. Brings it down. Great first touch to bring it down, but a good crunchy tackle by Isaac to stop play. Nonetheless, it stays with Union with Rivas. Rivas with a long switch of play out towards Bay. Bay, oh, what a move to get past his defender. Now he's still in the area. Challenge coming, and it's a good stop, good intervention there, as it will be seen out and cleared forward by Christian Palmer of FC Arizona. Out for a Union throw-in, though, deep in the attacking third.
Good play by Palmer. Looks like Maricopa had a break there after a nice move on that far right side, but Palmer stands tall.
Back in again. Lopez Ojeda bouncing around. That one off of number 5 of FC Arizona. Again, we don't really have too much going on. That is, I should say, we don't have all the numbers for all the FC Arizona players as a collision there. Throw in for Union. This one, once again, in Union's half of the pitch. They'll get this around their own 30-yard line. This one played out towards the middle part of the pitch again. And it clipped forward there by Edwin Vasquez. So Vasquez playing that right center back position. Andrew Malley going at the left center back as it's Reyna played back, and then a little through ball by Davies will be shanked out on the touchline for an FC Arizona throw-in. 16:40 through this first half, still 0-0 between FC Arizona and SC Union Maricopa. Again, an interesting group overall, an interesting league in Division 1. FC Arizona making that interesting thing. Arizona League in Division 1 UPSL, founded in the spring of 2022. And this is the first time, or one of the first times, that FC Arizona has done more than just the premier level at the UPSL. You will see the premier side later today, as here comes Isaac now. Left side, edge of the box, close to it, dancing around, trying to get past 2 defenders. He can't. It's cleared away. Back towards Union, trying to go on the counterattack as they've done a few times today. Out towards Reyna, who's at their 40-yard line, trying to flip the pitch, chested up and down by, looked like, might have been Palmer. We'll say it's Palmer. Lio at the 40-yard line, middle left part, as he tried to flip it up. Bouncing around it goes. Elia with just a stick as Martinez has to go off his back foot and run forward, as Davies will clear this out on the near touchline. Throw in for FC Arizona. Again, very close to the box, very close and deep in the attacking third.
FC Arizona making good moves in the middle of the pitch there, keeping it away from the swarming Maricopa defenders. And as you alluded to, not only the first time seeing this Division 1 FC Arizona team, but the first time for this SC Union Maricopa 2 team as well.
Portillo trying to cross the middle. A shot first time just falls wide there. It was a good chance there right in the middle by Jorge Perez. Unmarked there, but could not steer it on frame as it goes out for another Maricopa goal kick.
Good cross to the center of the box there, just unable to bring it down far enough, tucking it under that top right post.
You have to give credit to Perez there because he knew he was in space. He was very close to the goalkeeper, though. He had to take that first time, just couldn't turn his body in a way to make that on target, which caused the ball to sail wide right. Will be a goal kick now for Rodriguez Valadez on the right side of his box. Once again towards Malley, and Malley will play it forward. Forward it goes, and then back towards the other center back, Edwin Vasquez. Vasquez trying to go forward again, picked off. And here comes Portillo. It's a 2-on-1. Options both sides. Play to the left, and Rodriguez Valadez able to scoop it up there. Immediately fires it off towards the right-hand side. Right flank has been a little tough. Maricopa has not gone that way too many times before as it's played towards the center. Got Rain on the left. They're going to go to him there at the 39-yard line of FC Arizona. Backheel there towards Davies, dashing to keep it in play. Able to do so as it's played towards Ezek Chukwu, but it's still picked off. Again, good work by Palmer to do so. And it's back with Joel Rodriguez, who will clip this up. Might have been a call for a handball, but FC Arizona's not going to get it. Falls back towards the 40-yard line, middle left part of the pitch for SC Union Maricopa, and once again towards the middle for Vasquez. Vasquez in towards Reyna. He's taken a shot from this area before. He'll leave it off this time. And this time a shot by number 22, Lopez Ojeda, was blocked. Here comes FC Arizona the other way on the middle left part as it's clipped out by Alayo. And once again, FC Arizona will settle into this one. We'll slow down the pace, at least for a little while. Back in the middle for number 5, clipped around, and Isaac will play this out towards the side. That one booted high up in the air as Malley will bring that down, and he will let that go towards Rodriguez Valadez on the middle right. Towards Vasquez. Again, 22 yards. line as he plays it forward towards Ezekchukwu. Ezekchukwu giving some pace, giving some speed. He's not going to get there. He'll see it out on the end line for an FC Arizona goal kick.
It's been a difference of the goalkeepers in their strategy here in this first half. Rodriguez Valdez opting to come out of that box sprawling to make the saves in close. FC Arizona, you have seen that from time to time, but more staying in the box there on the FC Arizona side of things.
So goal kick coming up in the middle part by the goalkeeper. He'll lay it off towards Joshua Gutierrez. So we're about 21 minutes through this first half. Still 0-0 between FC Arizona and SC Union Maricopa 2. I'm Hirson Hassan, joined by Brendan Paul. Glad that you could join us here. And we apologize for the technical difficulties, unable to work the cameras. So despite this being supposed to be a TV play-by-play, this will end up just being a radio call. This one is knocked out towards the left and once again picked up by Jorge Perez. Perez had a good chance before. He's got some space there on the left. He'll have to cut back and he'll lay it off towards the middle left part here towards Palmer. Now Isaac in midfield. Finds some space there. Now once again towards Portillo. Waits around. Still looks for his best option. He'll play it back. With Isaac again trying to play through towards Portillo. Dancing around. He's got Martinez and either way, it was Portillo, and I think more importantly, it was Olayo who was offside. So, third time today that FC Arizona has been caught up by the offside trap. With Reyna again, as he plays it back towards Davies. Davies back towards Malley. A slow rolling ball there to around the 18-yard line of SC Maricopa. As Malley plays it out towards the right wing now for Olive. Little 1-2 there, back towards Olive, the 40-yard line, but yeah, it's interesting to note you've got the flanks there of the football field that are outside of the football length. As here comes FC Arizona again, and a little miscommunication there between Martinez and number 5. And Martinez says, "My bad," as it goes out for Maricopa, throwing deep in the defensive third. Looks like the referees are having a talk, and with that, both teams will head to the bench here about halfway through this first half, 22-30. At 0-0 between these two teams. They'll head to the bench for a water break, and while they go for a water break, we will take a break as well. And we're back here with FC Arizona and SC Union Maricopa. Both teams outside and back out on the pitch. And as this game starts, let's turn it now to our third member of our broadcast team, Ernie. Here he goes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Jimenez, your sideline reporter for the game. Thank you for tuning in to Inferno TV. We have SC Union Maricopa, and so far, the man of the match so far for the match is Robert Olayo. He has been setting up FC Arizona for multiple opportunities to score. Obviously, FC Arizona cannot capitalize off their scores, off their passes. You know, Robert Olayo has been doing a great job setting up the passes. He set up an opportunity for Alexander Martinez, who had a one-on-one against the keeper Rodriguez Valdez, and setting up FC Arizona. I expect to for the far future. Back to you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ernie. That was Ernie Jimenez, everybody, sideline reporter for today. Again, apologies for the cameras that are not working. Otherwise, you would see him and wearing a black top and black shorts there on the sideline. Doing a great job as well. Freshman coming into this Inferno TV setup. As this one's clipped out and back out towards the left wing again for Davies. Davies plays it towards the middle left and play back again. No changes so far. Once again, the same 11 as it was before the water break, as it's played out by Lopez Ojeda towards Rivas. And with that, we now have a camera. So we were able to get the technical difficulties settled. It took us a while, but we were able to do it. So once again, thanks for tuning in to this one. As you can see, both players now going forward. Speaking of going forward, here comes Martinez down the right-hand side into some space. He'll play this one low, and it's right into the back of the net. Beautiful ball there by Martinez, and a beautiful finish there by Jason Portillo, the man who started off the shots and offense for FC Arizona. Breaks the deadlock here in the 27th minute. FC Arizona 1, SC Union Maricopa 0.
Right past the outstretched arms of Rodriguez Valadez. A beautiful ball into the center of the box. Tapped home. No one for miles. And FC Arizona is up 1-0.
So just like that. So back it goes in FC Arizona. We talked about it before, Brendan. They have more possession. They have more attacking pace. They have the prowess in that area. They were able to show it there and make it 1-0 as now it goes back towards SC Union Maricopa. What can they do here? And this is where playing away from home can be a little tough, especially in that opening game. You're getting the kinks worked out. You're trying to do something as this one's lifted forward, and it will be Ismaila Bey called offside there. He's waiting for the ball there. It's a beautiful ball by Reyna, but it will be a no-go.
We're starting to see a couple of substitutions potentially getting warmed up there on the SC Union Maricopa sideline, starting to get loose. Maybe look for them to come in later in this half, maybe to begin the second half.
Free kick will be at the 23-yard line for FC Arizona. Out forward with Portillo. He was the goal scorer right now and again. Jason Portillo, a guy that's done some good work, had some appearances before for the squad before today. Played back towards goal. And once again out towards that left side for Christian Palmer. Pressured, back towards Portillo. And some space, decides to try to juke forward. Roll it back. Here's number 5. Joe Rodriguez. Knocked off, intercepted by Davies, pipped up, back with Rodriguez. Dancing around, and once again Davies able to win the battle. Davies, good footwork as it goes back towards the midfield. Ojeda, back with base. Miguel Rodriguez Valadez in goal today for SC Union Maricopa 2. Again, had some good stops earlier on, but unfortunately he could not keep it out of the hands of Jason Portillo. Speaking of Portillo, pressuring here, still trying to get the ball, but it goes back towards Union's goalkeeper and back out towards the right. Picked up again, Olayo. First time ball right towards Portillo. In the clear again, and this time Rodriguez Valadez is able to make the stop.
Little traffic there on that SC Union Maricopa defensive line by Edwin Vasquez. Might have pushed that one to not be as powerful as he wanted.
There's number 5 able to win it back again. Some of the FC Arizona players did have numbers, but not names, or at least we can't put the name to a number. So here's Martinez on the right flank, and that one rolls back again towards Union's netminder. Sky high, sky forward, and headed back. Throw-in. 30th minute of play, and just a few minutes ago, almost when the cameras came on. Again, if you were tuning in a little earlier, we had some technical difficulties. They were able to change, and just like that, it was FC Arizona up 1-0. And speaking of changes, we'll see a change here as number 10 for Union comes in, Ryan Gonzalez. Hard to tell who he replaced, but it looks like it was Ismaila Bey. Either Ismaila Bey or Gregory Ezekchukwu. Ezekchukwu had a few good chances, but was mum for a while. Martinez now plays this forward. Played forward again towards Isaac in the clear, and it just skips wide. Such a good chance there for Elijah Isaac to make it 2-0. It just was squandered and a little left of goal.
A good challenge there by Rodriguez Valdez, coming out of the box with some haste, forces that one wide to the left side.
So a long trot there for Rodriguez Valadez to get this ball for a goal kick again. Live here from Campo Verde High School in the East Valley. And when you look at this place, this was the venue for FC Arizona, at least a lot of their games in the NPSL season over the summer, now transitioning over towards UPSL. As it's out there with Andrew Malley. Rivas. Cut forward and a lofted forward right towards Davies. He had a convoy picked up by Rodriguez. Again, just a reminder, it is 1-0 in favor of FC Arizona, not 2-0. As I said before, first game of the season for the home side, first game of the season for our crew here to start off UPS season. Glad that you could join us nonetheless.
What is that thing that's up on the top that when you go right?
Rivas, ball played through. Chance here for Bay on the right-hand side. Traveling the touchline, goes down, no foul called, as it will be a throw-in for FC Arizona.
Good chance there on the far right side for Union Maricopa, just unable to get past that stout FC Arizona defensive group.
Looks like the change might be coming. Standing on the touchline there is number 5 for Union. Beckoning for a change to be made as the ball's out on the touchline. So he will be coming in. Looks like he will be replacing Ishmael Bay. He'll take the long walk around towards his sideline, around the end line, as we'll see number 5 go in on the right side, right midfielder role, if you will.
That is Talon Williford, one of the 2 SC Union Maricopa players we saw warming up as a potential sub earlier in the half. They have both entered the game now. So Maricopa going with some changes here early on in this first half.
Trying to put momentum back in their favors. The ball goes out on the end line. It looks like there was a foul. Presumably might be a free kick for FC Arizona as Maricopa's players track back. 33rd minute of play, still 1-0 in favor of FC Arizona. Everybody waiting for the ball here. It'll be a long trek back. Again, a reminder that this is not the only FC Arizona game which will happen tonight. The second one coming up once again right here from Campo Verde High School, as it's the premier side, FC Arizona, facing off against a Barca Residency Academy. Again, 2 teams that have been kind of sort of close together, like for like, through the years in the UPSL schedule, facing off here for some Sunday night football. Chase Beardsley and Adam Coonan will have the video call for you right here on FC Arizona's YouTube page. Ernie Jimenez and I will have the radio call that is on Inferno TV's YouTube page. Free kick will be coming up as it's lifted high into the box. This one headed up by O'Malley, bounced up and towards the middle. A chance there nonetheless, and it's cleared away right there in front of goal. Jorge Perez might have infiltrated the goalkeeper's responsibilities, and doing so almost got the second goal.
A great chance there for FC Arizona, and it was Jose Lopez coming in there for Union Maricopa just before that sequence for FC Arizona.
Back to the back line. Gutierrez with Isaac. Bouncing around. Picked off. Isaac fighting again. Lopez Ojeda can't play it out towards Talon Williford on that right-hand side. And a throw-in for FC Arizona. '35th minute, and again, the home side doing a pretty good job. Again, the premier side, which you'll see later today, they did a really good job against Phoenix Rising's youth team, 7-1. Did a really great job in that first half, scoring 5 of those 7 goals in that time frame, 3 of them right before the kind of intermission of that first half water break. As we'll see a free kick here at around the 27-yard line of SC Maricopa. One man in the wall, left-footed, and swinger into the box with pace, punched away there by Rodriguez Valadez. Is it back outside of the box now with Reyna as he tries to follow, able to get the ball. Goes down, free kick there.
Good chance from a far free kick out on target, but Rodriguez Valdez stands tall to the task.
Down the line with Reyna. Laid off again. Some chances going forward. Gonzalez picked off by Palmer. Going forward now with number 5. Out towards the left wing again. Back towards number 3. Gutierrez. Lays it off. Rodriguez. They'll play their private game for a while. Now they'll get Portillo involved. Going forward. He's got some pace. He's got a runner on the right. He keeps it himself. Still going and then intervene again. There's O'Malley and crew in the area. And Martinez will play it back with Williford. He's in some space on the right. Now played with, once again, going forward. Nonetheless, Reyna. Olayo. Right-hand side again. Gutierrez. Joel Rodriguez. About 36 and a half minutes through this first half. FC Arizona up top. Rodriguez again. Clipping it forward. Picked off by Davies. Back heel. Good nift forward. And here comes Martinez hurtling down the right-hand side. Dashing forward at pace. He'll get to the ball. Right-hand side going up against Davies. He'll play this in low and against picked off. Not too far, though. Back with FC Arizona. Shot just off the crossbar. Little ricochets here and there, but what a chance there. Josh Gutierrez, the mastermind of that attack, and so close. FC Arizona is not content with this 1-goal lead.
Absolutely. FC Arizona wants to keep tacking on and on. They are not being complacent. Despite having that 1-goal lead, they are going right for the jugular of this Maricopa team, who seems to be a little fatigued.
Rodriguez Valadez indeed did get a touch on that, so it will be out for a corner kick on the right side of the pitch. Again, as I mentioned, this one taking place at a football stadium. We've got a track around it. Brendan, you and I were down on the track before this match started, and the turf is very similar. It was almost like the heat was bouncing off that track and then onto the body. That's how it kind of feels, and FC Arizona going with the all-white kit today, kind of rightfully so, and kind of a smart move as well. So here comes Martinez. Smart move, left-footed cross, skips past everybody, and onto the other side as here comes Williford. Plays it back, picked off. Back again. Palmer. Gutierrez. Olayo. Sees his man, clips it up towards his man. That's Isaac, and he's offside.
Good run there to try and tack on another goal, as he was behind the defense. But as you know, in soccer, if you get behind the defense, they're gonna throw that flag up.
Yeah. And you have to still give credit to what FC Arizona's done. They've still tried to mix around. They've still tried to get those opportunities. As we'll see a change here. Martinez heading off and heading into the game. Number 9, Jesus Samaniego. He'll check in on that left midfielder, or pardon me, right midfielder spot. So a like-for-like change there for the home side. Goal kick coming up for Miguel Rodriguez Valadez. First game of the season for both sides. And what is an interesting game so far. Played in towards the middle. Out towards Rivas. Rivas now playing that right center back position. Again, we had Edwin Vasquez in that area beforehand. Malley. Waits around with Davies. Malley again. Clipped up towards the middle. Into some space. Jacob Rush plays it back. As I mentioned before, Rush, one of the more experienced players with 12 appearances, according to UPSL's sheet, as that's poked out there by Samaniego. Throwing right at midfield for Union. Reyna. Choco Bonito possibly, as this one's played back towards Reyna right before Gutierrez with the nip and the clear. It will send it out for a Maricopa throw-in, or so it seemed like. Flag went up for offside.
And Maricopa, they've really been trying to slow the pace of the game down. They've had a lot of substitutions already, trying to keep those tired bodies in shape to go late into the second half.
Will be a long run there for the throw-in. Less than 5 minutes to go, of course, before stoppage time, and crew of this first half. 1-0. FC Arizona leads SC Union Maricopa 2 here. First Division 1 game of the season for this side, the premier side, who you'll see later today. They did beat Phoenix Rising Youth on the road 7-1 last week. Was a pretty big group there. Just a reminder, Chase Beardsley and Adam Coonan will have the call for that game once again. Same spot, same position, different teams. Out towards the left side again with Perez, and he lost it there. On that right-hand side again. Back with FC Arizona. And finding some space, Isaac able to get his balance. Isaac picks it up and shots blocked. All the way back towards midfield. Palmer towards number 5. Picks his head up over towards Samaniego. And he's offside. Offside, and the right flank has almost been a perfect couple for FC Arizona today. Rodriguez. Samaniego into some space. Trying to work up against his defender. Lays it off towards Isaac again. Isaac pushing his way forward. Left off towards the middle. Bouncing around there. Spinning around is Portillo. Still fighting there. 15 on 15. And Portillo shoves Davies. So it will be another free kick for Maricopa inside their own box.
And Maricopa tried to speed things up on that last possession after the offsides, but it only seemed to discombobulate them a little bit as they had some miscommunications near the center of the pitch, which allowed FC Arizona to get an opportunity here late in this first half.
About 3 minutes or so left to go in this first, and we do apologize for the technical difficulties. It's back with FC Arizona, middle left part of the pitch as it once goes towards Olayo. And back again towards Portillo. Portillo trying to leave it through. Can't find Isaac. Davies with some interceptions. Edge of the box. And he'll play this a little bit towards the right. Into some space now. And that's one picked off. Palmer and the center backs have done a great job in trying to read the play. As here comes Gutierrez. And now with Rodriguez. Middle right part of the pitch. Their own 43-yard line, if you will. And out towards Samaniego. Some nifty touches. Samaniego working, trying to go inside. Working up in the middle. Bouncing around in the area. Rough first touch there. Picked off, and once again back towards Reyna. Reyna picks his head up, and he'll spin it out towards midfield. Back again it goes. Gutierrez could not pick off the ball there. It's back with Rush, and now towards the right-hand side. Middle right part of the pitch. Reyna trying to get the through ball, but he couldn't get the best touch on it. As Rodriguez will see this out on the right end, the right touch line for an FC Arizona throw-in. 44th minute of play. Home side up 1-0 as Rodriguez thrown will go right back towards base. He hasn't had much action in the past few minutes, and with that he sends his kick out towards the left side, out on the left touch line, right touch line for Maricopa for a visitor throw-in. Down on the side, down and away. Back again towards Lopez Ojeda. And he'll play it back all the way back towards Rivas. Will continue to control this. Ball rolls all the way back towards Maricopa's 20-yard line. Still got ways to go. Again, knowing the dimensions of this pitch, 20-yard line's about 100 or so yards away from goal. Again, as I mentioned before, a little bit longer pitch than the FIFA regulations, which holds it at around 114 to 115 yards. In terms of depth seems to look pretty solid. There's a good chunk of pitch that is beyond the football sideline. Flicked out towards the left again. Left flank has worked decently well for FC Arizona today as it's played back towards Olayo. 44-25 left as that one is clipped high. Davies heads it right towards Samaniego on the right. Samaniego will play it back towards Rodriguez on their half of the pitch. Rodriguez crosses midfield, middle right part of the pitch, and now towards Samaniego again. That one picked off by Davies. Good slalom. Back towards the middle again. Into some space. Gonzalez. Back turns towards goal. He'll play this one back. 44-50. And with that, we've got the cameras back. So a little bit of tic-tac-toe, if you will. Tic-tac-toe and tiki-taka also on the pitch today. That's been pretty common. Might be pretty common tonight when FC Arizona plays Barcelona's Residency Academy, as Davies will pick this one up. This one clipped sky high. Free kick will be given. Samaniego goes down.
We're on camera 2 now, our backup camera for the broadcast, but we're glad to have something to give you all visually watching at home and wherever you are.
All right into the middle. This is a good chance here. Good touches around. Maybe a chance, and it's just skewed wide. Such a good chance again for Jorge Perez. And again, you have to give credit to Rodriguez Valadez for just getting a touch on it to send that off target.
A good chance there by Perez. Almost had that second goal of the half for FC Arizona. And in stoppage time, it would be massive. We don't know how much stoppage time there is, but we are past that 45-minute mark.
So ball will be on the right-hand side. Robert Olayo ready to whip this one in with his right boot. Sent high towards the middle. Full-on header. Point blank for Samaniego. And it will be skimmed off his head. Rolled well away from goal. As once again back with Maricopa.
Last break here for Maricopa before the half. They want to make the most of their opportunity.
So once again out on the side for Rivas. Rush. Trying to play through, and indeed it is offside called on Gonzalez. Back to go with FC Arizona. Olayo. Dancing around, tried to go 1-2 with Portillo, given back with Gonzalez. Isaac able to win it back. And with that, the whistles blow. It's the end of the first half here from Campo Verde High School as FC Arizona is up 1-0 here on SC Union Maricopa 2. The first goal of the season for this Division I side coming from Jason Portillo in about the 28th minute. We'll be back after a little break to give you the second half right here on FC Arizona's YouTube page.
Welcome back to Campo Verde High School. After one half of play, it is FC Arizona 1 and SC Union Maricopa 2-0. I'm Brendan Paul alongside Mahir Sinhasan. And while we have a moment before the second half gets underway, let's hear from the third member of our crew, Ernie Jimenez, down at pitch side.
Hi, I'm here, Ernie Jimenez, with Coach Robert Alayo. Heading into the second half of the game, Coach, how do you feel about the team so far? How do you think they're performing?
Well, it's a brand new team, and there are some players that have played together when they were younger, so I still see some of that chemistry out there. But once the rest of the boys catch on, it's the progress is happening very quickly. I'm very happy with it so far.
Thank you, Coach. How do you feel that the offense is producing, like the passing, the goals? How do you feel? How do you feel about that? Like, do you think they're producing a good amount of opportunities to score?
We've had 7 opportunities inside the box, and we've only finished 1, and we've had 4 corner kicks. So we're getting looks at the goal. We're just not putting the ball in back of the net, but that'll come in with a little bit more time.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Coach, for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Ernie. And FC Arizona with a chance to open up the second half of play. It is sent just wide right by Jason Portillo, the goal scorer in half number 1. It will be a goal kick for Maricopa.
And Portillo is just trying to get back into that area. Did some push-ups there. Again, that's the type of finish he needs to make, and he understands it himself. He was right in front of goal in the first half, a simple tap-in, and it's just a good chance there. He's had a certain way of just playing around, especially on that left wing, just in a way that it beckons that he wants to be a number 9 and a center forward, but at other times he just wants to play left midfielder. It's just a great asset you can have in a forward.
And now a dragging SC Maricopa team will lose possession. It will go to FC Arizona with a throw-in on that far right side. Getting it into Portillo. Portillo on that far right side, setting things up to Truman, Bracken Truman, fresh into the game. A shot just wide of the crossbar. Might have corralled off the crossbar on the left side, and it will be a goal kick for Maricopa yet again, just under 2 minutes underway in the second half.
Yeah, I think, Brendan, when you look at the keys to the first half with FC Arizona, yes, we saw this team really get more attacking prowess than what we saw from Maricopa. But the other thing about it is that offside trap was pretty big down the stretch. They need to try to find ways to try to balance out the offense, try to find guys that can be onside, maybe back up the play a little bit. These guys are getting a little too impatient on the wings. You need to be able to read the ball going forward and read the ball going back and time your runs perfectly. And maybe that's just one thing that goes with growing pains, right? You know, when you're in a UPSL type setting. So it would be interesting to see what this team can do in the second half.
Maricopa with a possession here after a no call on a slide tackle. That one to the boundary, and it will go towards SC Maricopa for a throw-in. It will be Jacob Rush to take it. Gets it in down that near right side, and it's possessed there for a moment by Reyna. Reyna loses possession, but still pressing up as Maricopa is able to get it back to Rush. Rush thinks about a shot, now tries to set the troops up, but a great play there by Portillo to come in and snuff that out, and it will be another throw-in for Maricopa. Maricopa getting it in, trying to get it to the center of the pitch, but it's taken the other way by Bracken Truman, getting it over to that far right side, trying to center it to Portillo, but a great play by that midfield group of SC Maricopa, snuffing that one out. Maricopa with possession in the attacking half, trying to center it in front, but unsuccessful. It will be back to FC Arizona now. Truman taking it and passing it over on that far right side. SC Maricopa looking a little tired in the second half. They had 3 substitutes come in before that first 45 minutes was completed, and now Portillo streaking down midfield, makes a nice move around the defender. Centering ball is knocked away by Rodriguez Valadez, sliding to save the day, and he'll get it out of harm's way.
How about Portillo's dribble there? The idea to just cut left and then cut right back inside. I know a soccer coach said this at one point, where whenever you're facing a defender, whether that be one-on-one or in this case kind of a pseudo one-on-two, you want to have at least two really good moves. And we saw Portillo do two really good moves there to move inside and then outside there. Just couldn't really time the cross, and I think as well on the other side, Perez couldn't slide in for the second goal.
Andrew Olive getting it over to Rivas. Trying to center one to Reyna down that sideline, but it's knocked away nicely by FC Arizona. They'll get it back for their keeper. He'll send it the distance to that far right side, trying to get something going again up to Alayo. Alayo making some shifty moves near the center line as he'll get it over to the side for Samaniego, who gets it back to that defensive core, trying to set everything up here. FC Arizona again leading 1-0 as that one knocked away by SC Maricopa, trying to send it down the length of the field, but it was Ryan Gonzalez who was there to knock it away. As SC Maricopa trying to get anything together. They were heavily outpossessed in half number one, and they've kept it somewhat balanced here in the opening 5 and change.
Yeah, and they really want to try to mix up their wings as well. Diego Reyna had some really good chances on that left-hand side. He's now on the right-hand side of the pitch, so it will be interesting to see how that change affects Maricopa's play.
Here's Samaniego down the right side. A dribbler is knocked wide of the net. Rodriguez Valadez gave it a chase to make sure it wasn't in any danger. It goes scampering to the far left side, and we'll have a goal kick.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an audacious attempt there by Samaniego. He could have been able to cut inside, get it towards the end line there for a cross. Again, FC Arizona has done that a few times today. They got their first goal in a situation like that. It just seemed like Samaniego was going for some brilliance, and he came up short.
1-0 FC Arizona leading just past the 51-minute mark of this game. FC Arizona trying to get something going in the attacking half. It's Portillo getting it over to Alayo. Alayo trying to make some crafty moves to work around. FC Arizona getting it down this left side, this near left side from our broadcast vantage point. Working it into the corner, splitting the defense is FC Arizona, but unable to make a move as SC Maricopa is able to corral it momentarily. It's stolen back by FC Arizona, trying to center one in for Samaniego, but it was Maricopa able to get its nose on that ball and send it for a corner.
Yeah, and it was Davies heading it out there. Just a great read there, especially with Samaniego. Really challenging on that right-hand side. FC Arizona trying to use that philosophy of going down the flanks, but also at the same time, Maricopa's trying to force them outside into the flanks. And that's where you have an interesting philosophy, especially on the defensive side if you're the head coach, Edwin Vasquez, for FC Maricopa. And that's where, if you really want to be that team, you got to be well in defense.
Alayo sends the corner kick right to Rodriguez Valadez. He'll corral it with no problem. No real chance on the corner for FC Arizona. Rodriguez Valadez gives it the boot, trying to get it over to Gonzalez, but FC Arizona is able to get there first. FC Arizona sending it back. 53rd minute mark of this contest, 1-0 in favor of the hometown team. Not the only time these two will play this season. They will play later on in Chandler, later in the season, as a through ball trying to get it to Samaniego is corralled easily by Rodriguez Valadez, and SC Maricopa will have possession.
Yeah, and it looked like Samaniego was a little bit onside there, almost a little bit of check. Of course, no VAR in this one.
It's Reyna working on the near right side. Reyna trying to get around the FC Arizona defense. Does so for a minute, but a great play to snuff that one out. And FC Arizona deflected that one off of Reyna's back, and they will get possession via the throw-in.
And that's where FC Arizona needs to be really good on that defensive side, because when you look at the offense, we know what they can do from an offensive standpoint. But when you're on defense, especially knowing when you don't have possession, you have to almost make a switch in your mind that you're on defense and you've got to lock in. I know that well playing center back.
Perez trying to get it back to Portillo on the through ball, but it is Maricopa getting there first. sending it down this near right side. Olayo was able to intercept that one and get into that attacking half for FC Arizona. Trying to work around the center of the pitch, getting it over to Olayo on this near left side. We have a whistle, and we will have a change in hands of possession. It will go to SC Maricopa. 54-39 played in this one. 1-0 in favor of FC Arizona, as we will see the throw in from Andrew, or the free kick from Andrew Olive, excuse me. Olive trying to center one, but it's picked off by this FC Arizona midfield crew. And working is Bracken Truman, sending one over to Samaniego, but it is Rodriguez Valadez scampering out of that box, being very active in that goalkeeper position, watching that one sail wide and go for a goal kick.
Yeah, and I think Rodriguez Valadez, he's made some key stops in this one. Of course, a few saves that have even ricocheted off the crossbar to some extent. I mean, he's kept Maricopa in this game. Yes, you can look at the scoreline and say FC Arizona is better, but this is where you have to say the goalkeeper is the CEO of this team, and Rodriguez Valadez is a good CEO. Maricopa, in some instances, could be down by 3-0 or 4-0 right now, but instead, it's still a one-goal game, Brendan. It's the reason why this game is not on ice right now, and it goes back to the goalkeeper.
FC Arizona trying to make a push down this near left side. It's Perez. Jorge Perez streaking down the side. A centering ball for Portillo. Got a bad touch on it, and he knew it. He put the hands over his head as he almost had his second goal of the contest.
And that's where it's almost in the case of Portillo now kind of moving from that position of not playing on the left-hand side more as a winger and now playing more of that number 9 role. And that's where you almost have to have a poacher's instinct. Just get the ball to your foot, try to get it with clean contact. And Portillo didn't get the best either way, and that's what caused it to not go in the net.
Now it's SC Maricopa looking to manufacture something of their own here, as it has been mostly FC Arizona throughout the first 57 minutes of this game. As Maricopa able to control in their attacking half. It's Ojeda. Lopez Ojeda, we have a whistle and a Maricopa player down near the attacking 30-yard line. It looks like it might be Lopez Ojeda down there at the center of the pitch on the attacking 30.
Yeah, and it is, again, a tough knock there, and it sets up an interesting free kick for Maricopa here. You're going to have Jacob Rush taking this, if I'm not mistaken, and that's where you need to try to find some sort of space if you're Maricopa.
Here's Rush, sending it into the box, but just wide of the net, and it will corral out of play, and we will see FC Arizona get awarded a goal kick.
Yeah, it was good coverage there, and again, some decent chances. Ryan Gonzalez was the closest there for Maricopa and just couldn't get ahead to it there. When you look at the goalkeeper, he'll take a quick trip to get the ball there. He's done a decent job, and I have to give credit to how Maricopa's defense has set up, because at times, as I've said before, they have gotten possession. You've got the balls at the feet of your forwards and your midfielders, and you're kind of just going along with the play. And then when the other team gets the ball, it's all about maybe getting those other chances and especially getting the ball back.
Goal kick for FC Arizona. A short one at that to the defensive end. Here's Truman. Truman trying to center one to Portillo. It's knocked away. Samaniego is able to corral it. He'll try a ball to Portillo. Portillo wanted a call there. He won't get any. And now streaking is FC Arizona, but a great play by Rodriguez Valadez to nullify that attempt. And now SC Maricopa taking it the other way. It's Reyna. Reyna finds one of his teammates streaking down that near right side. It is Lopez. Lopez is dispossessed by Bracken Truman, and now SC Maricopa has it back. It's stolen by Reyna, working down the near right side corner, trying to center it in. A great play in front by Joel Rodriguez to knock that one away, and it is into the spectator area as we will get a pause in action.
Yeah, and Rodriguez, I think there was probably a moment where he was hoping, please don't let that go in, because it was just straight, and it was knocked down, right? It wasn't a clear way. It wasn't knocked away from goal. That was a situation where if you're a center back, you're just hoping, just keep it where it is, and that's what ended up happening.
Jacob Rush will take the throw-in for SC Maricopa here at the 60th minute mark, approaching this one. Brendan Paul alongside Mahir Sin Hassan for this Division I game as Rush's throw-in right to the center box, knocked away by FC Arizona, but still possessed by Maricopa for the time being. A great play by Samaniego is able to dispossess that, and now a chance for Portillo if he hurries. Valadez sprinting out of the box, and he'll beat him there and send it down the length of the pitch right back into the box of FC Arizona.
Yeah, and that was just a good chance, and I don't know if it's less on Portillo. It's just Martinez might have put a little too much sauce on that one. If he puts it right on the money, right towards Portillo, he's got the ball at his feet, and he's in control there, one-on-one situation, and that's a dream for a forward.
Joel Rodriguez getting it over to Alayo. Alayo trying to navigate, getting it over to Palmer. Palmer corralling and setting his footing. FC Arizona playing it in their defensive end here on this possession for the time being, but now they'll send it down and try and get a run going here. As it is corralled out of play, possession looks like it will go to SC Maricopa with 60-36 gone in this one.
Yeah, and FC Arizona has looked like the better team through majority of this match, Brendan. When you look at how you want to start off a season, this is how you want to do it.
And we have a substitution for FC Arizona. It'll be David Oganubi into the match at the 61st minute mark, getting his first action in this one and immediately going to work, pressuring that SC Maricopa defensive unit. Now SC Maricopa able to corral it and attempt to get it out. It's Olive. Olive sent it in to Lopez Ojeda, but he was heckled, and now Oganubi fresh off the bench. A chance here, saved away by Rodriguez Valadez. My goodness, what a prime opportunity it was. It's still in for FC Arizona. Shot corralled and scooped by Rodriguez Valadez. Some action for the Maricopa goalkeeper, and it's still 1-0.
Absolutely, and Oganubi knew where he was going. He saw the through ball there, but that's where you just have to come up big as a goalkeeper for Rodriguez Valdez, and he did so there.
FC Arizona is sticking with the pressure. It's Oganubi over to Samaniego. Samaniego trying to work around. Left foot shot just wide to the left of the net, and we will get a goal kick for Maricopa.
It's good that Samaniego finally got some chances there. Officially, after coming in the 40th minute or so, he's just been a menace on that right-hand side, and that's proof of what he can do. Just cutting towards the left, was just unable to break that defense there, and he had to settle for a shot close towards the edge of the box.
Looks like that was off the weaker foot on the edge of the box. It will result in a goal kick for Rodriguez Valadez. Approaching the 63rd minute mark of this contest, still 1-0 as some FC Arizona players exchanging water bottles during live action, as Palmer made a nice catch with that water bottle and playing with it for the time being as SC Maricopa with possession in their defensive half. It's over to Rivas. Rivas over to Olive. Olive working around Palmer, but it'll be a throw-in for FC Arizona. FC Arizona getting it in quickly to Alayo. Alayo sending one down that far right side for Samaniego. He will win the foot race. He's got it on that far right side, keeping it in the boundary. Sending it back to that far right side on the edge of the box. Looking for an open man, but a slow dribbling pass is intercepted by SC Maricopa, and they will begin to take it the other way. Alayo applying pressure, as well as Oganubi. Fresh substitute into the game for this FC Arizona squad in white. SC Maricopa countering in maroon and cyan blue tops with black shorts, as this one's sent down the far left side. It will be an offside. FC Arizona calling for it. They will get it, and it will go back to FC Arizona for a free kick.
Now, I don't know how many of y'all tuning in, listen, and watch Premier League, but the Maricopa kits, especially the tops, look very similar to Burnley kits. And then when you look at FC Arizona, the all-white, very similar to Leeds United's. Of course, those two teams have had some interesting action in the Premier League over the past few years, kind of going up and down between that league and the championship. Just an interesting observation there on the Sunday night.
FC Arizona controlling. Portillo receives the pass from Alayo, and now the other way as SC Maricopa was able to win it back for a moment, but it's dispossessed by Holstein, Derek Holstein, a new substitute into the game, sending one down that near left side. Another great chance here for FC Arizona. A weak foot shot is easily scooped by Rodriguez Valadez. He has been a man on a mission in that box for SC Maricopa. Maricopa trying to get something going the other way. Reyna streaking down the sideline, getting it back to Gonzalez, Ryan Gonzalez, and now Reyna back with it. A nice through ball there. Reyna trying to work around the defense, and it's knocked away for a moment by FC Arizona. Reyna will take the throw in. He'll take it with some pace as it's knocked away, and FC Arizona has possession. It is Alayo crossing that center pitch line. He'll get it over to that right side for Samaniego, streaking down that sideline. Here's a chance, a 2-on-1. Samaniego in, a shot. Did he score? He thinks he did. And that one is going to go to the side of the net. He thought it looked good, and they had some troubles with that side of the field's nets to begin the game, and might have thought that one went in, but it will ultimately be a goal kick.
Yeah, just snuck in there. And Samaniego, in the build-up that play, that was a little patient too, but decided to try to take his chances there and try to get a shot off. Again, he had some different guys running in the middle there, Oganubi being one of them, and that's where, if you're in that situation, you decide to pass, you decide to take a shot, and that's where you kind of have to dictate the pace, especially if you're on that right-hand side, if you're one of those wingers in that area.
While we were talking there, a yellow card has been assessed to FC Arizona, to Joel Rodriguez, number 2 there, on a collision in the SC Maricopa defensive half. So a yellow card and a free kick here taken by SC Maricopa short. It'll be Samaniego battling for possession. SC Maricopa sending it back to Rodriguez Valadez in the box. He'll look to set the other 10 on the pitch, and he'll send it down. It will be knocked away, though, by Gutierrez. Joshua Gutierrez getting some work in. Samaniego trying to get something going here with Alayo. Alayo sending one down the near left side. It's intercepted down there by Olive. Will go out of play, and it looks like FC Arizona will maintain possession here of the throw-in.
Yeah, and FC Arizona hasn't gone too quick, or pardon me, hasn't gone long on these throw-ins. Continues here.
Oganubi centering one, a chance for Samaniego. Weak foot, he scores! Samaniego finds the back of the net. The weak foot shot is buried home, and FC Arizona extends their lead. It's 2-0.
And that right there might have been brilliance. He took a page out of the number 9 for Uruguay, Luis Suarez, back towards goal. He's turning around, takes the shot, and again, he's got a lot of...
Samaniego, a brilliant second half, is capped off with a goal. We approach the 68th minute mark. Both teams will head to their respective benches to get a little drink of water, and we'll do the same here in the broadcast booth and be back with the rest of the second half. Back here at Campo Verde High School, a recently doubled lead for the hometown FC Arizona. They lead 2-0. Both teams back from their water break, and we are as well. Brendan Paul alongside Mahir Sinhasan. And Mahir, it has been a half and really a match to this point dominated by FC Arizona in terms of possession. What have you liked from them in this game?
Well, Brendan, it really starts off with the attack. We talked about Jason Portillo. He was really heavy on that left wing, cutting towards the inside, and it ended out in a goal in the first half. And the same thing happened here with Jesus Samaniego. Heading in on that right-hand side, he's got that pace, and he was cutting inside. He got a chance off the turn, and it was in the net. Now, if you're FC Arizona, this game is not over. I know one of my favorite broadcast partners said this before, that if you are up 2-0, sometimes it's one of the toughest leads because you think you're in the clear, but in reality, sometimes you are not. So for FC Arizona, the question is, do they keep that pressure up and try to get goal number 3? Or even if they don't try to get it, do they play solid defense to see this one out and get 3 points?
In hockey, a 2-goal lead is considered the most dangerous lead you can have. Let's see what happens here in the rest of this match. FC Arizona with it in their attacking half. It's Rodriguez, a recipient of our only booking in this match, a yellow card earlier on. FC Arizona looking to play it. It's Derek Holstein trying to get something going for FC Arizona, but it is won back by SC Maricopa. Trying to get something going here in this final 19 or so and stoppage time. FC Arizona still dominating that time of possession. And now a break for SC Maricopa. Reyna trying to spin across the ball. He's taken down, and we have a whistle and a possession free kick coming for Diego Reyna and SC Maricopa.
And Reyna getting a few interesting touches there, important touches as well, because we haven't seen him really use his pace and use his niftiness on the right. He showed it there, and now it sets up a relatively dangerous free kick. This is going to have an interesting swing.
Jacob Rush will take it, sending it to that far left side. Joel Rodriguez there to corral it away, and it's booted out by Christian Palmer. FC Arizona trying to counter with an attack of their own. FC Arizona wanting a handball. They won't get one. Sending that one in to the box. A weakly dribbled shot is corralled easily by FC Arizona and sent out to Joel Rodriguez. Now Holstein lost possession of it. It's taken away by SC Maricopa. It's Diego Reyna trying to get something going for his squad. Reyna in a shot. Saved by FC Arizona. A great chance for Diego Reyna. Just didn't get enough mustard on it. And now FC Arizona will take it the other way.
Yeah, he's almost trying to not really tilt his body. When you try to go for a shot, when you have that space, you have to tilt your body to try to get it on the opposite side. He wasn't aiming for that far post on the left-hand side. He was going near post, and I actually was a little bit confused about that. I would have gone far post if I were him. But nonetheless, again, a good chance, and Reyna once again showing his niftiness.
Looks like that far side had much more of an opening, as you alluded to, but now Oganubi with a chance. He's in all alone against the goalkeeper. Oganubi shot knocked away by Rodriguez Valadez, and he has come up in many clutch moments in this game for SC Maricopa.
And FC Arizona, too, when they're trying to put these shots, it's all going low. But as you said, Brendan, Rodriguez Valadez, at the same time, he's just been able to meet up in that area so many good times, and he's been able to make those key saves. It's been a while since I've seen a goalkeeper that good, especially on one-on-one situations where so many guys are in the clear, where Rodriguez Valadez has made those saves. It's been pretty good to watch.
It'll be a corner for FC Arizona. Sending it into the box, Rodriguez Valdez picks that one out of the air like an NFL wide receiver and takes it the other way for Maricopa. If you could ever give an MVP award or a man of the match to a team trailing on the scoreboard, Rodriguez Valdez might be a valuable option. FC Arizona trying to work the other way. It's Rodriguez. We'll have a whistle and possession back to Maricopa via a free kick.
It will be interesting to see how FC Arizona lines up for this, and it will be taken short. But again, it just shows you have to take a look at those lines. You've got 3 midfielders, 4 defenders. How do you decide to play that role, and how do those lines stay together? You have to communicate in these late moments.
Trying to send one into Ryan Gonzalez. It's knocked away by that back front of FC Arizona. And now SC Maricopa trying to recoil this rush. Trying to send one in for Reyna. Reyna's knocked down by the FC Arizona keeper. And he'll send it out to this near left side. And FC Arizona will try and send their own attack the other way. It's scooped out of bounds. And we see some action on that SC Maricopa sideline. A potential substitute warming up as SC Maricopa with possession at almost the 76th minute mark of this match. SC Maricopa trying to get anything out of this one as that shot is sent wide of the net by Benjamin Lopez Ojeda.
Yeah, and for FC Maricopa, and again for Maricopa in general as well, it's just about trying to break down that defense overall. You know, this is where especially you separate good teams from great teams when you have lines going down the way. That's where you have to really show off there.
A long trot to the parking lot to retrieve that loose ball for FC Arizona's keeper. 76th minute mark of this one. FC Arizona in control 2-0, but SC Maricopa has been putting together some solid chances as of late, and now it will be FC Arizona ready for that goal kick here. Brendan Paul alongside Mahir Senhassan bringing you this one. Not the only game tonight. This is the FC Arizona Division 1 club. You will see the premier FC Arizona club in action at 7 p.m. Same venue and same team as FC Arizona sends that one out to the far right side. It will be SC Maricopa possession as that premier team kicks off at 7 p.m. and we'll have it right here on the FC Arizona YouTube page.
Yeah, it should be a good one. They're facing Barcelona's Residency Academy. That's a team, especially when you look at FC Barcelona in general, when you look at the senior team across the other way of the pond. That's a team that loves to play possession-based, but also has such a flair in their attack. Look at the guys who have played there. Lionel Messi being one of them. Samuel Eto'o, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, David Villa. So many guys that just exude that ideal of being just a great forward mindset and also holding possession as well. So if Barca's Residency Academy is anything like that senior team in Barcelona, that could be a really interesting matchup.
Oganubi made a nice move but was knocked down on the play. Had a chance to get around that defense, but instead it will be Rodriguez Valadez with a goal kick for Maricopa. And Maricopa running out of time in this one and running onto the pitch momentarily is a substitute for SC Maricopa. It will be number 20, Omar Ramirez, fresh into the game for this SC Maricopa squad. He will replace Talon Williford on that far right side.
And Wilford had a few bright moments there. He's almost playing a right wing back to a right midfielder position where he could find some space but just couldn't really motor forward in ways. His ideal was to try to push the forwards to try to get in the attack, and it seemed like that side was just stymied there by the hosts.
Rodriguez on the far right side with possession for FC Arizona, trying to get something going for this squad to extend their 2-goal lead. Holstein with it now. Holstein streaking down the sideline. Sends it to the near left side in the attacking half. A chance now for Holstein, and that one's poked out to that far right side, and that one is gone on to the other field across the visiting bleachers. So the squad will opt to get a ball on the far right side of that track. It is Zahim Mahia who chases that one down, not opting to run that long parking lot distance to go grab the ball previously in play, as we are near the 80th minute mark. FC Arizona still leading 2-0. This one sent into Alayo and kept in. Rodriguez, the man who attempted the throw in, possession going to SC Maricopa after the tie-up, and the final 10 approaching SC Maricopa running out of time to stage a comeback.
Yeah, they sure are. And again, you have to give credit to FC Arizona defensively as well, where they've been able to play patient and they've been forcing Maricopa to build out of the back the entire day and not let their midfielders and forwards control the pace of the match. And again, soccer is kind of sort of a momentum game. It doesn't get as credit as much as, say, like basketball or lacrosse, but it sure does have momentum. And FC Arizona was able to have that sort of momentum ever since this match started.
FC Arizona getting something going. Holstein on that far right side. As my partner Mahir alluded to in the first half, not a lot of number availability for these teams in this match. As that shot is sent wide to the left, it'll be a goal kick for Maricopa. That one wedged into the bleachers behind the net. And just under 10 minutes left, it will be yet another goal kick for Rodriguez Valadez. SC Maricopa looking a little bit fatigued here as they have used quite a few substitutions in this match, much more than FC Arizona have, who seem to be in control of this one, as Maricopa streaking down the far left side trying to get something going. It was Ramirez who tripped over his footing trying to run for that through ball, and it will be Rodriguez with it for FC Arizona.
You have to give credit for what the different goalkeepers have done. Again, we haven't talked about FC Arizona's goalkeeper, but I go back to what I talked about earlier. The goalkeeper must be the CEO of the squad. And again, we haven't heard much of him today, but some of that performance has to go towards him, especially when it goes to like leaning on the defense and different passes that go forward. You're able to see the game in general, especially if you're in the middle of the pitch. I think the goalkeeper's one of them, and then the other is the number 6, the holding midfielder. Those two guys, they know exactly what's happening.
Diego Reyna trying to send that one back to Omar Ramirez, but it is knocked away. Holstein battling for possession. Can't see the flag from this vantage point, but it looks like it will go to FC Arizona for the time being, as it'll be Olayo looking like he was going to take the throw in, but instead it will be thrown in by Holstein, and after it corrals off an FC Arizona player, it will go to Maricopa. Maricopa trying to conserve some energy here as we are just across the 82nd minute mark. Maricopa trying to get something out of this match despite being down 2-0. A goal gets you some momentum going forward the rest of your season, as Reyna just on the edge of the box lost possession. And now it's back to Malley and out of play, as it will be a goal kick, I believe, for FC Arizona.
Yeah, it will. And so let's take a look at FC Arizona's schedule ahead. It's very interesting when you look at this D1 side. 4 road games after this at Sporting Arizona, Coronado Athletic Club 2, FC Fuego, and then a second match, a rematch against SC Union 2. And along with that, too, it's important to note this Arizona conference in the UPSL. Sporting Arizona and SC Union are both here in the Valley, the greater Phoenix area. Coronado Athletic and FC Fuego are actually in Sierra Vista, which is about 2.5 hours southeast of here. So a little bit of a road trip for both the sides, and the same goes for the Premier side as well, as they'll actually face more teams this season.
Oganubi trying to make a run from the goal kick, had it for a moment. Malley battling with Oganubi, and Malley is content to squirm it out of bounds and give FC Arizona a throw in here.
I actually like how FC Arizona's playing out these final few minutes. They're just trying to get Oganubi. He's a tall guy who can really shift momentum and really shift his speed towards goal. You try to fire him in some chances, fire in some passes, and that's where you can really try to find something, and you don't have to push your midfielders that forward.
Rodriguez attempting a shot blocked by SC Maricopa. With it on the far right side is Zahim Mejia. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez attempts to center one to Oganubi. It's knocked down by Maricopa, and they're able to possess it momentarily before it's taken away by Olayo. Olayo trying to get one to Oganubi back in the center of that attacking half, and that one is sent near the distance. It will be back for Christian Palmer for FC Arizona. Just crossed the 84-minute mark of this one, FC Arizona. That 2-0 lead thanks to Samaniego, David Oganubi with the centering feed on that second goal, as FC Arizona just trying to wind down these last few minutes, but they are not complacent with a 2-goal lead. Going back for Zahim Mejia, but he sends that one out of play. And it looks like it might have been offsides anyway. It'll be a long chase for Rodriguez Valadez to chase that one down just across the 85-minute mark.
And these last 5 minutes, it's almost like FC Arizona knows where they're going. Just to think about the ideal of how you want to start off a season. You know, how you start off a season could really determine how your season could go in terms of the results you have and how you go into practice, how you go into games, right? Because that feeling sticks with you, especially knowing that these teams are only playing once a week or so. That's the kind of momentum you want to have.
David Oganubi in all alone. David Oganubi shot just wide to the left side. Rodriguez Valadez out of the net to challenge. Oganubi thought he should have had it. He had his arms flailing after that one, thinking he should have buried that one to the left side.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think it's also the case where he went near post, and it's almost like he had to take that off a volley in the sense that he couldn't really bring the ball down. He couldn't have full control. And it was almost like he was just trying to take his chance there. But, you know, Oganubi wanted that back. It was almost point blank in the clear. That's what a striker wants.
Oganubi's had several chances, but no goals. Might have gotten credit for an assist on that second goal as he set up Samaniego in the box for that left foot shot that stung the back of the net. That one sent down the near right side, but out of play. It'll be a throw in for SC Maricopa, and to take it is Andrew Olive. Olive getting it in. FC Arizona working to snuff out that attempt, and they will for a moment. But it's back to Jacob Rush for SC Maricopa, trying to get too fancy with the ball there. Decides to send it out to Olive. Olive centering. Has a guy on the far left side, but Lopez Ojeda does not see him. Lopez Ojeda calling for it, but he won't get it as FC Arizona. A great defensive play to snuff out that attempt. Oganubi has another chance here, streaking down the near left side, trying to make a move around the defense. We have a whistle with the 87-minute mark just approaching, and it looks like we might have a goal kick coming for Maricopa.
Yeah, it was a foul. I think it was in the build-up, and I think it was one of the players, Andrew Malley, if I'm not mistaken. He was just trying to see that one out, and I think Oganubi, I didn't see much egregious contact there, but I think there was definitely some physicality nonetheless, and the ref spotted it and gave the ball back to Maricopa.
Rivas has it for SC Maricopa, centering one to Jacob Rush. Now streaking down that near right side, but the flag goes up. He is offsides, and it was pretty clear from up here in the booth that that was going to be the call. FC Arizona with possession, 88th minute. This one winding down, and FC Arizona can almost smell the finish line here in their first Division I game here of this season. But remember, it's 7 p.m. Don't go anywhere, because we're back here on the FC Arizona YouTube channel with the second game as the FC Arizona Premier Club takes on Barcelona and their Residency Academy at 7 p.m. So be sure to tune in for the second game of this FC Arizona doubleheader, as another chance is sent just to the left side of Rodriguez Valadez's box, and it will be another goal kick.
Yeah, Oganubi just leaving that one be. And again, you talked about the match coming up after this. I talked about it earlier that these are two teams that historically have been evenly matched, and I think the other thing to note too is you've got Chase Beersley and Adam Coonan on the call. Chase was one of the broadcasters you heard during the summer, this past summer, during the NPSL season. Was on the call when FC Arizona lost to Crossfire Red 2-1. And the other guy on that call, Joseph Hurtado, who's now in Baton Rouge, official voice of the Baton Rouge Zydeco. So congratulations to him.
Congratulations to him, the newest franchise of the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Just a step down from the ECHL, the official AA Hockey League affiliate of the NHL. As we approach the final minute before stoppage time in this one, SC Maricopa trying to get something going, but Joel Rodriguez is there to intercept it. Rodriguez has been a key member of this defensive core for FC Arizona. Despite picking up that yellow card, he has done wonders for this team. Alayo trying to get something going. They really want to get Oganubi that goal. He has been working his tail off in this one and hasn't gotten that goal yet, but is still working hard for it. FC Arizona back with possession. They'll send it back to the box. That one's just wide, and it will go out of play. And a long sprint across the track for Omar Ramirez. He wants to try and get this attempt off. We have officially entered stoppage time. Not sure how much exactly, as the officials not indicating that up to us in the booth, but it will be Jacob Rush to take the corner for SC Maricopa here.
Still big moments, especially if you're FC Arizona's goalkeeper. You want to try to get the clean sheet here.
Rush sending that one just wide. FC Arizona able to corral it for a moment, but Zahim Mejia lost it. And SC Maricopa another chance. And no, they're going to give that one back to FC Arizona. They'll try and corral it out. Rodriguez working down that far right side, trying to center it to Alayo. Alayo receives the pass. Alayo trying to work around Lopez Ojeda, but is unable to do so. As now Mejia. And the final whistle blows, and that will do it. FC Arizona picks up a big 3 points at home. The clean sheet is in the books. They defeat SC Maricopa 2-0.
Yeah, and that was just a great performance by FC Arizona. Offensively, just really well, as Jason Portillo and Jesus Samaniego both got the goals there, and an assist by David Oganubi and Alexander Martinez. That's what you want to see just right out of the gate in the first match. You know, it started off a little shaky, but right after that first half water break, they really stuck it to this Maricopa side, understood, hey, this is our home field advantage here. We've got to play like we are the home team and we're the favorite.
They definitely took advantage of a tired group on that Maricopa side, but you have to applaud the play of Rodriguez Valadez in goal. He could have let this game get way out of hand, but he stood tall, and as a result, it's only a 2-goal victory for FC Arizona.
Yeah, and I think with Rodriguez Valadez, too, it's the key that what really got him was the idea when you have two players in that box that really causes a problem. It was where, in the case where some guys were in the clear or just right in front of goal, he made those key stops. It's just about trying to improve when the ball goes out on the wings and is crossed in.
A big win for Coach Alejandro Aguilar and this FC Arizona team. They'll be back in action later tonight. The FC Arizona Premier Team at 7 p.m. Chase Beardsley and Adam Coonan on the call, as Mahir alluded to earlier in the broadcast. And now let's hear from the third member of our team, Ernie Jimenez, who is down on the field with an interview.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the post-game interview with Coach Robert Olayo. Coach, are you satisfied with today's 2-0 win, or is there anything you would nitpick about the game?
Well, I'm definitely not going to nitpick. I'm not satisfied, but I'm not going to nitpick either, just because it's a brand new team. You know, these guys are still working together. We got to train more. I just think this was a good opportunity for us to see what we're capable of doing, and the scoring opportunities are there. If we can finish 50% of our opportunities, we're going to be a very, very dangerous season, very dangerous team for this upcoming season.
Thank you, Coach. And if you would have to choose a man of the match, who would you choose and why?
Wow, that's tough. That'd be a tough one. I would say my right back, Joel. I don't know his last name off the top of my head, but my right back, he was great, physical, winning balls, shut down that right side. He was very consistent all game long, and I got zero complaints about his play. He did great today.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And Joel Rodriguez, definitely key in that FC Arizona victory. Thank you, Ernie, for that post-match interview. And for all of us here who have helped put on this FC Arizona broadcast, we bid you farewell. And in just about an hour, we will be back. Chase Beardsley and Adam Coonan right here as FC Arizona's premier squad takes on Barcelona's residency. Again, for Ernie Jimenez, Mahir Sinhasan, I'm Brendan Paul. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.